no, it's a little bit of a struggle to get up with your waterlogged clothes, but you make it.
Nice. That is one key point. So I move all the way to Hag.
Yeah, I placed her as far out of the map as I could, because my map. I didn't plan for this.
Push her off the map.
Gee, I didn't plan for you to yeet my hag 90 feet off the map. I should have, because I know you guys, but I didn't. Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Wednesday. I'm terribly sorry about those restarts. I'm being an idiot, so tech difficulties happened. But we are back and we are, well, the players have been eager to get started. I think the first message I got, are we there yet, was Sunday. So
I wonder why.
Hi, Cycle! And Cycle will be joining us soon, depending on how quickly you get through the Data Tower adventure, for a guest spot.
See you in 2 months, Cycle.
And if you're interested in watching Cycle play D&D, you can both be on, Vitz's channel from time to time, or you can check out the Wizards and Weirdness two-shot thing we did for Halloween, in which Cycle played a vampire named Van Gogh. Not?
Did he like artwork?
Yeah, Van Gogh.
Is it like Fang, like F-A-N-G?
Look at my artwork. I do it all in blood. Ah.
Hi, Mooney! And yeah, tomorrow we are going to be starting an entirely new campaign in a new module. And while the campaign is going to be called The Dungeon of the Mad Mage, the first episode is a prologue episode of how the party found themselves on their way to Waterdeep and the Dungeon of the Mad Mage.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's gonna be fun. But now we are back here with some 8 coins for the Ferryman in our Theros campaign. And quick little thing, music you're listening to right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. Music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. The overlay, starting soon screen, and the map are made by me in Incarnate. And if you want to be a part of the story with your channel points, do what Lillith just did and type in exclamation point perks in the chat to see what you can do. Those fish do. I don't know. They are terrified. You dropped the giant on them. On that note, anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time?
Whoops.
We were on the river. Do I have inspiration? I don't have inspiration. Okay, yeah, sure, I'll do it. We were on the we were floating along on
Over the
the
river.
sea. Over the river. We're floating over the river. We went on the river. We were floating over it on a flying boat. Because why use her on a river when she can fly? So we were shooting along, and then Neri spied some hippocampes, some water horses, some giant seahorses,
Mhm.
And he was very much like, yes, lower the boat. Everyone lowered the boat. The others were like, wait, what's going on? And he was like, straight over the side, dove into the water before anyone could stop him. And had a nice conversation. Had a few games with the Hippocampy. Talked about, I think we fed him oranges randomly, yeah.
Yes.
Because munching them. We fed them oranges. They told us about the tower. Don't ask me what they told us about the tower, because I don't remember. There's a basement and it's flooded and there's a monster there. And they were like, yeah, we don't go there, it's bad news. And we were like, oh, okay then. And then they started getting panicked and we were like, what's going on? And some hag, which is taking her undead giant out for a stroll. A paddle, should I say. A skinny dip. But without the skinny dipping. I love
there's
her
the
going
window.
going straight along the river towards us. And we were like, no, we don't want to join in your skinny dipping. And we just attacked them. I don't think we actually gave her much conversation. We just decided to attack her. So,
I mean, she
This-
talked to us. She was in a threatening tone, so we were like, no. Bye-bye.
Didn't she tell us to move and we told her that she should move?
I think she wants to kill me.
I wonder why.
she's an undead hag and he's an undead giant. So we were like, back you go to where you came from. Aetherius will be happy with us. Anything to get prompts from the gods. A little bit of... what can I say? We'll murder people for attention. That's just us.
Speak for yourself.
For pets. For just pets. Just like... Yay.
Or stars. Golden stars.
God stars from the gods. They've got rebuild, yeah. So yeah, we did that, and we attacked her. She unfortunately decided to challenge a water druid in his home element. She got tidal waved twice, I think. She has had sharks set on her. She teleported away and straight back to the boat, which Lillith was immediately like, yeet, and kicked off the boat.
Also got rid of the scissors, so she couldn't actually do anything, so whoops.
Yeah, her
Sorry about
spellcasting
that, Joe,
focus,
sorry.
which was her scissors, where Cass had heat metal casted on them, so she immediately lost those into the river.
I still apologize.
And now she's magicless. She was thrown into the water, shut down the river, has managed to grab hold of the giant's nose or face, I think. Is currently clinging onto his nostrils for life, while sharks devour her giant. So it's not going well for the hag.
Like a little baby.
Or Victor,
Not
to
a
be
nostril.
fair, as he's being hit with several tidal waves because he was clinging onto the giant.
You were the one tidal
And-
waving him into the giant, if I don't recall wrong.
No, he was hanging on the giant, and I was like, tidal wave! And I was like, oh right, he's still on the giant.
Now
My
he's
bad.
not.
Now
Never
he's
mind.
not.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I fell down.
And Leo
You
got
did?
into a duel with her, didn't he? Compel duel?
He's
Yes.
held you on hers,
Yes.
So
Yeah.
she still has
Oh
to.
yeah.
Yeah, so
Fight
she's
him.
like,
Make
still
her way
wanna,
to me.
She can't.
still wanna fight him, and Siri and Josen was on the boat and was like, no, we're not going anywhere off this boat.
And yeah, my water puppies saved Victor though. My water puppies are doing very well. They haven't
Mhm.
been hit once, and they've been hitting with advantage because pack tactics. So yes, that's where we left the session.
And yes, I do believe that there was a lot of really clutch use of skills and magic and rigging. Lilith?
What have I done?
Well,
You swing off the rigging and kick the.
hag into the water.
So so you were literally rigging
He
the
was
fight.
close to serious man. No,
I mean, yeah.
be gone. Too
Mhm.
close for comfort.
And
This music's so dark. It makes me feel so bad. Like where the villain's just killing this poor.
And I mean, who wouldn't want to do a yeet thing on a boat like a pirate?
true. I also really enjoy how you all are using the environment to your benefit to defeat my encounters.
I would say to our detrimental as well.
I mean, true. Where is my favorite thing here? We need a battle song of some sort. There we go.
And so I did like the sad song in Battle of Hogwarts where everyone's just dying. That last one is like.
Okay. For a moment, I was like, "Oh, I already set the water music." No, it's raining outside. Well, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get into it again. As the waves are rapidly pounding this hag up against the face of her companion, and Victor also somewhat struggling against the current.
Here's a Neri floaty.
Yes. We find ourselves back in the Data River, and let me check whose turn it was. Yeah, we started on Leo again because we went to the top of the round. Leo, you just saw Siri swing from the rigging and knocking the hag back into the water.
Thanks. She's gonna come back for me. And I'll just hold an
very
action.
dear.
Hold on, yes, you should be able to see the map. Yes.
And seeing as I can't get to her, I'll just hold a dodge action, just in case she's like fireball me or some shit.
Can everyone else see the map?
Yes.
Okay. And it should be working. It might just be about BGT being a little bit of a dick. So you're holding your action. Victor.
So I'm a floaty on Sharky.
Yes.
Am I in the water or am I standing on top of the shark? Or can I stand on?
It's a shark.
Say no.
So I'd say no. It's not a great white, so I'd say no.
I thought Neri was holding you while the sharks are tucking into their feast.
It looks like you're hanging on to
pushed me the
both.
leg.
So like,
I think they pushed me to the leg of the giant.
yeah.
Okay.
And where's the hag right now?
She
On
is.
her face.
So, the giant is on his back in the water. The hag is like stuck between his nose and his chin. And the only reason why she's currently not in the ocean is because she's stuck on his chin.
Okay.
Right there. There we go.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. And also, Victor, your clothes are getting waterlogged.
Yep. I mean, it's thin clothes, so.
Yeah. It's not that bad, you can still swim in it, but it's starting to get heavy.
How far up would the giant's shoulder be roughly?
It's currently laying down on its back. It's currently prone. So from you, you would have to wade probably maybe 10 feet, which is your the movement you can get in this water right now.
Well, in that case, I'll just skedaddle over. Skedaddle over. There we go. And seeing as she is she stuck, or is she?
No, she's getting pressed against the chin, and she's also prone. So she's about to drown.
I will use my rope dart and try to fling it around her neck.
Okay.
To try and choke her up.
Mm,
So do a rope dart attack or?
yeah, roll me a dart attack. And I am going to do a 3 open up. Thank you. Nice.
27.
Okay, so it easily loops around her neck, even through the rapid water. There's not really any problems, and yeah, she is not fast enough to grab onto it, and so it tightens around her neck.
I'll do that, and I'll basically pull the hardest I can.
Okay.
Make it tighten as hard as possible.
Give me an athletics check. It's more you fighting against the current than anything, because the current is pushing you downwards.
I'm gonna use my hero point to change that outcome.
You don't have any inspiration?
So
Okay.
that's not. An 18 is a little bit better.
Yeah, that works. Well, since you burned a hero point, may I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Instead of just having it succeed, you can have it loop around her neck and then you let go, letting the current do the pulling for you. Like,
Yeah, something like that.
you jump off the giant and just let it while holding on to the thing.
Yep.
Yeah, awesome. Okay.
I'll do that.
Let me check. What does your dart normally do?
1d6 plus 5.
And it's piercing, right? So if you roll, I'm gonna say roll me the same but bludgeoning.
Okay.
Nice. That's max
so
damage.
Max damage.
You hear a gurgling from underwater, and as the rope tightens, it feels like whatever that just did more than you thought it would.
I say, give up, stop breathing. Don't have time for this. Move along. Aegis is waiting.
Anything else you want to do on your turn?
No, not at the moment.
So you would be down here. Neri!
So is Victor and this lady now floating downstream?
No, she's still stuck, but Victor is currently floating.
That's strange. Okay.
Well, he's holding on
I-
to the rope of his rope dart, which is stopping him from floating.
I'm gonna swim backwards.
Mhm.
And then I say, everybody accept this spell. And as fast as the Terry, I can cast Water Walk once a day.
Oh, cool.
So I will cast Water Walk on everybody, including Victor.
Nice.
Nice.
Except myself, because I like being in water. I'm not having any trouble with the...
No,
Yeah.
no.
So,
Water, land, meh.
water. So everybody can now walk on water. It takes an action to cast, and they can walk on water for an hour.
Nice.
And after the spell, I say, everybody can walk on water now. Leah, Drazon, get the dragon, get the giant. And that's my go.
Nice. Okay. So I need to check how dumb this thing is. It's actually not that dumb. Interesting. Okay, so what it
Got a
is?
big brain.
Well, I was
I mean,
surprised.
they have their own language, so I don't think.
No,
giants are
like-
that dumb. They're like clever human being things.
Yeah, no, I expected it to have like 8, 9 intelligence because it has its own language. This has 12.
Oh, he's smarter than. He might be smarter than Larry.
So what he is going to do, Cat, if you puke on my desk while I'm gaming, I'm going to be upset. Okay?
Smarter than me.
So what the giant is going to do is going to reach up and like grab a hold across the hag and try to grab Victor as well in like one giant hand as he is standing up from prone. So, Victor, if you want to avoid this, you need to do either a athletics or a strength or dex save. It's not trying to hurt you; it's just going to grab the hag.
26.
Nice. You're not caught in his hand. And if you want, you can manage to hang on to the rope.
Yeah, I am.
So the giant grabs the hag. Yeah, the giant grabs the hag and Victor, and then stands up.
I'm basically starting to swing. So
Yeah. So
He's got
So, yeah, the giant has no idea about this. He was busy drowning. And, let me see. He is also not having an amazing day. And, so that is going to be. No, what he is going to do is, as he stands up, grab and then lift a hand and just try to slam it down on the sharks. One of the sharks. So let's see, which one does he want to hit? Where's my D4? The green one, I think it is the green one. This one.
Is it the green one?
This one.
Okay.
And that's not gonna hit.
Might.
It's a nat 1.
Oh, that's not going to
Well, a 12. A nat 1 for a 12.
Well, that hits.
Oh, okay. I didn't think a 12 would actually hit.
So this shark, even with a nat The giant with that one even hits the shacks no matter what.
Yeah, apparently. I didn't think that would hit actually, so I was surprised. 1, 2, and 4. 13 bludgeoning damage. And
So hit them with the hag hand.
no, he's smarter than that. So he's holding one like this, and then the second one just down.
The hag now.
And extra damage? Is there extra damage?
12 necrotic.
Oh, that shack's gone.
You see as the giant's hand hits the water, all of the water around it for a moment turns a sickly greenish black color, and then it evaporates down as the current carries it away.
This one's dead.
Yeah, number 3 then. Let me. I can actually remove it from the thing if you want.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I moved it. you can remove it. That's
There we
fine.
go.
There we go. Oh, was that the shack and the Tornado? That was the shack and the Tornado. They go after the giant. The shacks. Oh, I can't hear anyone.
Don't
Oh,
think there's
okay.
anyone.
Yeah, no, I can hear people. Is it Ardana I can't hear? Yeah, it's Ardana I can't hear.
Ardana, you listen.
Hello? There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, I unplugged thing, apparently. Yes, so
The shacks go after the giant. You
Okay.
deleted the one in the Tornado.
sorry. Let me add those again. And you get a 15 then, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. Yep,
60
the-
shacks.
What can he do? Can he actually move? Use half his movement to get up. So I have another. Can't reach that. But he's going to take a couple of steps forward, not leaving their range, but basically just taking a few steps forward. If you want your sharks to still be on the on it, still trying to bite it, I need you to make either a strength or a dexterity save.
For the sharks.
Otherwise, they're gonna get displaced by the wake as he walks.
I just put the sharks on the tip. There we go. We'll go for strength.
Oh, hello. Yeah, you just made it. Well, one, all of them made it. One of them is really on it.
Well done, Shackies. Shaq's turn, is it?
Yep.
Okay, so the sharks are gonna attack with advantage. So that's so that's the first ones. I don't know if it gets them. There's a 14 or an 8 hit. Yeah, 14 or a 6.
No.
Does the 14
Unfortunately.
hit? No, the 14 doesn't hit. Okay. I can't seem to roll for the sharks with advantage, so.
That's odd.
Which sucks. That's the. Oh, that's 2 5s. Ouch. So that shark doesn't hit, even with advantage. And then the last one. Let's see if we get a 20. We don't. So 17.
17 does hit.
Oh, is it? Okay, we just said 10 bite damage. So.
Nice.
Oh, gets max damage. Bite. Nom, nom, nom.
Nice. Okay. So
The other two are just kind of frantically swimming and trying not to be trod on.
Yeah.
The other one manages to ankle bite.
So the ankle biter, you can see. Well, you Neri can clearly see it just bite in through, and does a lot of damage. And then the water around the giant turns pitch black. And you see that same kind of effect in the water as when it slammed down on the shark happen again, but this time from the bite. As if something is changing in the water, and you being attuned to the river around you, you suddenly, instead of smelling like regular fresh water, going a little bit briny, there is a distinct scent of rot coming from the river now.
So the more we hurt this thing, the more it's corrupting the water.
You don't know yet. It didn't have this effect before. But it seems that something it has triggered. And it seems to not... I mean, it doesn't linger as long. The current carries it away. But if you want, you can... Anyone who wants can make me a perception check. To notice the scent as well. It's very clear for Neri. Ooh, nice. That nat 20. So Victor, you get that smell as well. It's like it smells like, you know, a stagnant swamp. Not really sure why. Drosan and Leo, even though you're that far away, you get the scent. And you also notice that the giant seems to be stumbling a bit, having a hard time standing upright. Almost like it's mortally wounded, and that is what's causing the scent. It's almost like it's on its last legs, and it's now lashing out.
Yeah, I don't like this. It's corrupting the river. Maybe we can get some rope around it and fly it to the side. That's what I scream while pointing at him.
Yeah. Yeah, all of you are allowed to respond to it. Just short replies, though.
It's too heavy.
With the ship?
Yeah, shit.
I agree. I'll try and lead it my way. Hang on.
Anything else the sharks want to do?
I think that's it.
Okay, Siri.
They've just been asked to attack, so that's what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Kind of mindless.
How far up is the ship again?
I think you asked the ship to fly up a bit.
Yeah, that's
So-
what I'm asking how far away ish, because it's like 30 feet ground, but how high up are we?
I'd say you're about. Well, you're not far high enough that you would actually take damage if you jump into the water. So I would say 15 feet at the most.
I mean, from the giant.
Oh, from the giant?
Mm-hmm.
That one's huge. So the giant from the riverbed to head height is. I'd say you're about. 8 feet above it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not a very. The river is pretty deep. So I'd say it's. 10 feet deep. And the giant is about 15 feet tall. So, but it's very strong. No, it's not. It's 20 feet tall. So you're about eye level with the giant.
Okay. So best I can do is, can I get a dex save?
Sure thing. Yeah, that's pathetic. A 6.
I'm casting fairy fire on it.
Ah, nice. Well, it's fairy fired, so everyone attacking it has has advantage.
I believe
And
that's a very
she's
high
just like leaning over the
Yeah.
like the railing, just looking at what's going on because she can't actually do much.
Yeah, do all the sharks have to make dex saves as well?
The hag succeeds. I think Victor and the sharks also have to do dex saves.
11. Look, everyone, I'm a shiny demon.
Ooh, shiny shark. Shiny shark.
What's the DC?
15.
Ah, 15.
Shiny shark.
Well,
All
the
sharks are glowing blue.
the hag's the only one who saved, which makes her stand out like a sore thumb.
And she's gonna be like, whoops!
Okay.
and just continue leaning over the railing watching this chaos.
Okay, now. Okay, that doesn't help. The shears are gone.
Oh, nice. Then she can't cut up the rope either.
Nope. She can't cast spells. She can't cut up the rope. Everything is down on the bottom of the river.
And I'm also swinging back and forth, so the rope / line might not be so comfortable.
Yeah. She's gonna try and break free. Because obviously she's getting choked to death. That's not gonna succeed. So she's not freed, and... Because that's not a saving throw as far as I remember. It's just a strength check. So she'll take another... points of damage, and that was was her action. She's caught in the giant's hand, so she can't move. Rosa!
Hmm.
Remember, you can now walk on water.
Okay, but at the moment I'm still on the ship.
Mhm.
On Lizzie.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna ask Lizzie to get closer to the giant. So I'm gonna try and find some rope that's lying on deck. I presume there must be rope.
Yeah, there's rope everywhere.
So I'm going to say to Lizzie, can we pull this giant onto the bank? If I tie it to your mast, or the rope to your mast and lasso the thing?
I have absolutely no clue, but I will give it a jolly good try.
Okay, well, try your best, and if we are failing, then we will just take it down and cut the rope.
Yeah.
But we're trying to save the river while we kill this thing.
I can get behind that idea any day.
Okay, so for my movement then, can Lizzie move? Wait, I'll move Drozen just so you get
Okay.
an idea.
Yes.
So about there.
Yeah, not a problem.
Oh, can I move Lizzie? Okay, cool.
Yeah, you can move, Lizzie.
Alright, so
Well, you can move Lizzie to the bottom, so you can just go up and the others can
Yeah.
climb on top of her.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So while we're moving, I'm tying the rope to the strongest part I can find. Maybe like
Mhm.
where the anchor is actually attached.
Yep.
And I'm going to.
Maybe you could
Oh, the
impale
anchor
the
is
anchor through
I was just
the
thinking the
and then
anchor.
just hook it up.
Oh, that might be brutal. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, it might be more difficult
Here a
to
pipe.
cut
Here
the
a
chain.
pipe.
To cut the chain, though, it might be more difficult. So if things start going badly and Lizzie starts getting dragged down into the water, cutting the chain might not be easy. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with the rope idea. So a nice big thick piece of rope that I can find,
Mhm.
something like that sort of thickness. I'm going to, while we're moving, I'm going to sort of tie one end to the strong part I can find on the boat deck, and the
Mhm.
other part I'm going to make a lasso. And I'm going to shout to Victor as I go. Where's Leo? Leo's with us?
Yeah, Leon, Siri, and Drosan are on the deck.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna shout to Victor. Victor, I'm gonna throw this end to you. I'm gonna try and lasso it, the giant. But if I miss, can you grab it and tie it onto the giant somehow?
I'm just hanging on for dear life, but I'll try.
Well, you know what? I have a hero point to use.
Yes.
Okay. So, that being said, yeah, I'm gonna throw the lasso out to try and hook around the giant's head though is pretty big, I imagine.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty big. But that said, if you want to burn your hero point,
Yeah.
this lassoing idea will succeed. The dragging might not work. We shall see. But the lassoing will work.
Okay. Okay. All right.
So do you want
Okay,
to
well,
use
let's do-
your hero points for that, or?
Yep,
Yep.
let's do this because I don't know where else we're gonna attach lasso the. I mean, it doesn't have any horns or anything like that.
No, it's an strangely smooth type of
Yeah.
giant.
So yeah, we wouldn't get any purchase anywhere else. Okay, I'm going to use my hero point, and the lasso is going to go over its head, around its neck.
Yep.
And we're going to start pulling to close the noose tight.
Nice. Okay. Leo.
Oh, and in the meantime, I'm telling Lizzie to move to
Mhm.
pull to the side. to fly over the ground, so we actually
Yeah.
kind of drag it up onto the bank. Yeah.
Are we level with the cliff bank now?
Yes, you're between. Well, you're sort of between the cliff and the giant at this point.
So I want to try and run and jump onto land.
Okay. Let me. You should be able to do it. It is pretty far. What's your strength thing?
16. That's what you
Oh, you should be able to do them.
Yeah, you should be able to do it. That shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, so I can make it to the cliff edge, as it were.
You're gonna be right on the edge though. But yeah, you make it to the cliff.
With my nat 20 of the perception check,
Mhm.
can I see what can I determine what his purpose is? Because it's moving forward with a purpose.
It seemed to be heading up the river for some reason.
Was it looking past the ship, or was it looking at us at the ship?
A little bit of both. It seems that it determines you a obstacle, but its goal is further along. You also, with that nat 20 perception check, you realize that it is mortally wounded, and that is what's causing the what's the word I'm looking for? Contamination of the river.
Okay, I'm going to give this a go. It probably won't work. I'm going to drop Compel Duel on the witch.
Yeah.
And I'm going to recast it onto the giant.
Nice, okay. What do I need for that? It's a wisdom save, right?
Wisdom save, please.
What's the DC?
14.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Oh, yes.
So the giant is now being dragged by the ship and also compelled to go to you.
Yeah. Just say, "Oi, you ugly! This way, out the water now! Me and you up here now!"
Okay then.
And then I can't move further away from it as it was. You
Yeah,
get to
no.
Reroll and save. So I'll stay there trying to coax it.
Okay. Victor, you are currently swaying from the hag. Technically, from the giant's hand.
I will try to swing myself up
Okay.
and try to switch place with the hag.
That's gonna be a bit difficult because the hag is held in his hand. But you can absolutely land on top of the hand. Which means you would be in kicking range of the hag's head.
Is there any space between the fingers? in
Oh,
the
yeah.
hand?
You can see the hag through the fingers, but it's basically like hag's head here, and then hag covered by fingers. But you can see her through the fingers.
Okay, so what I'm considering doing is, and you tell me if it's possible.
Okay.
Tie the rope knife. Since one part is attached to her neck,
Uh-huh.
I want to attach the other part to the middle finger of the giant.
Yeah.
You know, like the JoJo's.
Yes. Yes. That's possible, yes.
Cool.
You will lose your weapon though.
Yeah.
No, that will work. Just give me a sleight of hand check to see how well that knot is knotted. Tied. It looks fine. It won't, like, you can't hang her by it, but she when she drops, it's still gonna and then drop her. You're not sure if it will cause a lot of damage, but if she falls, she's not gonna just stop.
Could I spend my bonus action to reinforce that knot a little?
Yeah, I like this idea, so why not?
Do I roll a sleight of hand again?
Yeah.
That's a bit better.
Yeah, that's better. You quickly see where you missed and just redo it.
Okay.
And now, if she gets dropped, she's going to have a bad time.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move so I stand in front of her and just stand with my arms crossed.
Nice. Victor, I also need you to make me a Constitution save.
Cool. Oh, it was almost good, but it turned really bad.
Let me see. As you step out and step up onto the giant, you feel suddenly very sick. And it is a sickness that you are very familiar with. It's one that nearly took you away one of the nights over on Leo's farm. As you take 15 necrotic damage.
Cool.
And it is very clear, as it happens the second you land on the giant, that it's the giant causing it.
So, I'm being damaged by the giant.
Mhm.
Could I do a hellish rebuke?
No,
God dang it.
it's not an active effect. It's a passive effect.
Okay, because it says taking response to being damaged by a creature within 60 feet that I can see.
Yeah, no, it...
I
Well-
accept it.
Well,
I'm just
actually,
asking.
with the wording of that rule, I'd say yes, actually. With the specific wording, yes. You're being damaged by the creature, even if it's a passive effect. I think you can
Doesn't
choose
say
to...
It has to be an action or a range attack.
Exactly. So yeah, I allow it. With the wording of that, with that specific wording, I'd say yes, you can do a hellish rebuke.
It needs to make a dex save then. Of DC 12.
It passes.
Okay, so half of 17 then.
So
8, I believe.
yeah, round it down. We do round it down. So 8, and like, how do you cause it? Do you just say something, or do you look at it, or what do you do?
So basically, becoming nauseous from this sickness, I just basically I just hold my breath and just focus, and then try to turn all that sickness downwards.
Mhm.
But it turns into fire through my feet into its shoulders.
Nice. As the fire touches the giant, they turn greenish black. Like, they start out red and then turn green tinted black as they scorch the giant, and you hear a "Why?" Well, anyone who speaks giant hears that. Everyone else just hear groaning.
I don't speak giant.
Yes. Neri.
I will dismiss the sharks.
Mhm.
I'll tell them they're free and that the spirits may leave and the sharks disappear.
Nice. Okay. I'm going to remove these guys.
And then this black blood is mixing with the water, yes?
Yeah.
It's coming out of wounds, and I can go in the water and see that because I can see in the water easily. It's not a bother with me. I'm going to cast the cantrip Shape Water.
Okay.
I'm going to force the blood to kind of go back towards his wounds.
Mhm.
And then freeze around the leg, stopping any more pollution coming out of his. So I'm effectively kind of helping, but at the same time, I'm not like healing. I'm just stopping his wounds from bleeding.
Okay.
And like freeze, giving him casts of ice in his legs.
Yep. Absolutely.
Any wounds I see, I'm just kind of, you just see Neri flicking his hand and blackish water just shoots towards him, kind of freezes in place.
Mhm.
He's doing his whole water bending spiel as he's trying to stop the water, the corruption from coming out of him.
Nice. Yes.
That will be my action, just to preserve
Mhm.
the river. I don't believe I have any. Have I succeeded in that with the black water and everything?
Yeah, absolutely. I like that idea, so I'm not gonna make you roll for it or anything. Shape water, it does that. Like, you shape water. It's not like you trying to shape water to harm the giant.
Yeah, okay. Stop it. Let's see. I'll swim between the giant's legs, kind of underwater.
Don't look up.
So,
Yeah, don't look up. It's wearing a loincloth, and that's it.
I try to stay away from the blackish water.
Yep.
But this is me completely underwater, and then I pop up back on this side as I try to get towards the boat.
Yes. There is now a taut line, like a rope, between the giant's neck and Lizzie. You can clearly see that. It almost looks like some form of deranged clothesline. But it's still 15 feet up.
You can communicate simple ideas to any beast or monstrosity with a swimming speed. There's no bonus actions I can see that I have.
Okay.
Wait, that's a bonus action? Let me have a look at this. Apparently I have a spell which is a bonus action.
Yeah, shape water is a cantrip, so...
Okay, so I conjure the whip as a bonus. I'm gonna do water whip. So,
Okay.
I'll kind of lift my hands up, and tentacle-like waters grabs hold of my
Mhm.
kind of circles. So I've got these huge tentacles
Yep.
made of water that are attached to my arms, and it looks, because I can't do it now, but it looks like I'm about to use it to grab hold of the ship railing and just yank myself up.
Okay.
But that's it. That's all I do.
Nice, nice. So the giant is compelled to attack Leo. It is.
Oh, sorry. Ignore that.
Oh, that's fine.
That was an attack.
It can actually make it there, which is insane. So the giant is going to walk on over this way with everyone on top. Neri, I need you to make me a dex or strength save because of the wake the giant leaves when it's wading through the water, to see if you get displaced or not.
Home environment.
Yeah, you're fine. It's a little bit well, it's very uncomfortable with this foul-smelling water coming towards you, but you're fine. Okay, so coming up to the cliff, the giant realizes that he can't reach you, Leo. So I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. And I need more dice. Where are my D8s? Where's my... Nope, I need more D8s.
Re-rolling. Let's take the new one. Okay. Con save.
Yes.
17.
So as the giant realizes it can't reach you, you see it opens its maw, and the lower jaw slightly unhinges a little bit as it just breathes out this noxious breath at you.
Out.
For 46 necrotic damage.
46.
Yes.
Okay, luckily it's halved because I have special stuff when I have the thing on.
Yeah, the DC was
I'm still
18.
shiny. Oh,
That's more than my
still
entire.
shiny. Need
And
to brush your teeth.
you see all vegetation on the cliffside just turn to dust. A almost ashen, sickly-looking, green-tinted dust. And the cliff itself looks like it ages 100 years in a second.
As soon as you get up here, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Sorry, what?
So as soon as you get up here, I'm gonna kick your ass.
Victor, what were you saying?
Does that mean Leo is an old man now? No,
Not Leo, but his armor is looking very poorly.
I just got it.
Siri. You just see this cloud of noxious gas blast forwards and hitting Leo straight on, and everything in between the giant and Leo was turned to grayish green dust.
Everyone is on the giant, right?
Yes.
Why can't you just be away from the thing I'm trying to kill? Oh well. And she will cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay, I like
So
that
this
idea.
can save.
That's gonna be loud. Oh.
It failed!
Oh yes.
This is amazing.
And she's just gonna shout over, like, "You're welcome."
You cast it on the hag. Not the hag, the giant, right?
Yeah.
Victor, could you please give me a dex save?
Sure.
As the formerly solid ground, in a almost cartoon-like manner, disappears under you, and you suddenly find yourself 10 feet up into the air. Now, Neri, water walking. Is that a conscious effort? Like, if Victor now drops.
Oh, so if he goes into the water, he kind of shoots underwater, but he immediately shoots back up.
Okay, so you won't
Is
actually
He
concrete.
can't go underwater. Yeah. He
Yeah,
can't
no.
go underwater.
Because let's see, how far can I fall? I can fall 25 feet without taking any
Yeah.
damage. So.
Now
But
my
it's-
thought
it's
was
not,
that would he glass
concrete.
surface, or would he just cork?
No, it's cork.
Okay.
It's
So you are immediately dropped into the water again, Victor, and so is the hag. Sort of. I actually have.
Hang tight.
I'm actually going to. She is not dropped, but you know that reaction some people have when they start laughing and they go.
Yep.
Hag goes. Yo!
Oh no.
That's gonna hurt her neck because she's stuck.
Yes, it hurts her neck. Luckily for her, though, you didn't actually tie the thing around her neck, so she basically does the yo-yo thing
Oh no.
and spins out. But she does take a bunch of damage as that happens, but she's now free in the water, in the current of the water, with no way to brace her.
Fantastic.
so she's in the water now, like, yeah.
Yeah. And oh, she takes a bunch of damage from that. You hear something that you're pretty sure at some point should have actually snapped her neck, but for some reason maybe didn't. You're not sure. She's underwater. You can't really see her. Yeah. And the giant is now prone, underwater, laughing his head off.
It's really drowning at the moment.
Yes, you see this giant bubble just blah, 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 blah.
But also,
Well,
it's
I mean,
dead, right?
He has a snare around his neck, though.
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. Everyone on the ship, please give me a dex save. As Lizzie is dragged down towards the river along with the giant.
Dex save.
I think Suri was saying something about you can thank me later, and then all of them fly off the ship.
Yes. Well,
We all
luckily,
think you're good. We're gonna
luckily
keep
all of
anything.
you save, but you do hear a "This was not in the itinerary" from Lizzie as you're dragged down and nearly hit the surface of the water.
I've been thrown into water like 3 times now by my friends.
Yes.
It's because you're standing on the target.
Would have helped if no one was on the target. Just saying.
I can't punch from the ship.
That sounds like a skill issue.
And yours sound like an aim issue.
At least I'm hitting.
So am I.
Stop arguing and get the thing out of the water!
Anything else you want to do on your turn, Siri?
I think I've done enough damage.
Okay, it's the hag's turn. I am first of all going to try and do this.
Bye bye, Hag. Enjoy your float downstream.
Anyone in chat? Cycle, you're there. Hi. Could you please roll me a D100? Exclamation point roll space D100. Yeah, get a bow. Victor, you saw the hag spin away across the waters and hit the waves. Then you see a tiny little head pop up about 90 feet downriver.
Just the head, or
Well, you can only see the head, but you're guessing that from the cursing that she's still alive.
how far?
About 90 feet downriver.
Well, it's not my turn yet. So.
Yeah, so I don't have a map that long, but we're gonna put her on the edge of the map. And is there anything she can actually do? I do think she still has the... Oh yeah, you hear the cursing, and then, yeah, I don't have... Again, I don't have map for that, but you see her disappear from under the waves, and then a small shape appear up on the riverside.
Outrageous.
The riverbank. Down here. She's still roughly 80 feet away.
Oh, perfect.
And yeah, Drosan.
Okay. So is the giant actually hard up against the cliff face now?
It's on the. It's underwater, like right next to the cliff face. It's currently laughing like a maniac. You think, judging by all the bubbles coming up out of the water.
Okay. Okay.
Lizzie's also listing a little bit.
Yeah. So I'll quickly ask Lizzie, can yeah, he's too heavy, isn't he? You can't pull him.
I'll give it a jolly good try. Let's see.
Well, not just yet.
Okay.
And if he's already at the bottom of the water, he's not going to sink any lower, right?
No, it's not going to sink any lower now.
Do you guys see any, looking at the rocks, the cliff, do I see any nice big loose boulders?
Yes, you see several.
Okay. I'm
I
gonna,
think we were more on the giant.
well, Let's bury him under.
You said you wanted it dead.
Yeah.
We
and
want it out the water. We said we wanted it out the water.
we're never gonna drag him up this cliff. Let's just drown him.
Yes.
Drown him. He won't bleed.
Angry at me! Let it come to me!
Can you decide? Do
You're
you want
really
the
dead.
water to get dirty, or do you want all the vegetation to die?
A
Well,
few
it seems like you all
vegetables.
want me to die at
It's a
this
lesser
rate.
sacrifice than lots of fish.
All right. I'm going to first.
If
thing-
you corrupt my mother's domain, my god's domain, I will drag you into this water. Drazon.
Inside check that.
I am
It's like
going to cast. That's touch. Okay. Healing word then. And I'm going to cast it at second level.
Okay.
On Leo.
Nice. Okay. You still have an action if you want to use it. Healing word is
Yeah.
a bonus action.
Yep. Yep. So that's the first thing I'm going to do is just quickly heal. So. Cast. Yep. Okay, so. 1d4 plus minus 1. So do you want me to roll 1d4? Or does Leo roll?
You roll.
Ah, Jesus. Okay. Okay, so plus my modifier is 5, so he gets 5 hit points back.
Didn't you cast it at second level?
Oh, I did. Did that not?
No, it's you only one. You only.
Sorry, one second.
You should be able to click it directly on your sheet next to where it says healing word.
I thought I did that.
It could be above ETT. That's just
Okay,
really
so
dumb.
do I just roll another 1d4?
Yeah, just roll another one.
Alright. Okay. Oh, gee. Okay.
It's like
So-
nah.
Leo, you get 7 hit points back.
Oh, thank you.
And then I'm going to throw a rope. Okay, while it's down there, I'm going to untie the rope from Lizzie's,
Mhm.
from where I anchored it, and I'm going to throw the other end to Leo, and I'm going to ask Leo, tie it onto a tree somewhere there, a big one. We'll pull him out. So like around the tree and leverage. And I'm gonna throw the end to Leo.
Leo.
Well, I get us like a lever to make it easier to lift
Yeah.
him up. Okay. I was like, we're gonna lift him up.
Yeah, I don't know. No, no, around the tree. We'll give him a.
Leo,
Yes.
you on board with that? You looked like a million miles away.
I mean, I can try to catch the rope. I'm pretty clumsy.
Okay, do you want me to roll anything to see how accurate my throw towards Leo is?
Sure. It's gonna be a pretty low DC
Okay.
because you're throwing a rope. It's not like you're trying to throw a rope in a storm.
Okay, what shall I roll? Dex? Athletics?
Athletics.
Yeah, that's good one.
Yeah. It nearly slaps you in the
Hit me in
face,
the
Leo.
face.
Yeah.
Watch it!
I would say, loop it around that tree a couple times and throw it back when you can.
Yeah, well, I can't get too far away from it yet.
Yeah, so it's a It's a rope for a boat or ship, so it's pretty long, but it's not infinite. You can, if you back up right against the cliff where Leo is standing with the Lizzie, you can just about get it back on top of Lizzie with how it's tied around the giant's neck.
That's fine. So I guess on Leo's turn you could throw it back.
Mm.
Whatever it is. Okay.
Yeah. On
That's
that
my turn.
on that note, Leo, you just got slapped in the face by a thick rope.
Nice wet rope.
Ah, damn it! Stop hitting me with stuff! As long as I can move without going out of 30 feet range, I will whip it round the tree and just throw it back.
Yeah, you're fine. It's 25 feet from the giant to the tree. And you're currently 15 feet away from the giant.
Okay. And then I will back up 15 feet so that I'm the maximum distance I can be without.
Mhm.
So I don't know what there.
Yeah, about there.
Was throwing the rope round the tree an action?
No, I'd say it's an object interaction.
Okay, I will just action to dodge. Smelly breath. Again. I need this thing out the water.
Victor.
So the hag is roughly 80 feet away, you said?
Yeah, roughly. It's a bit of an elevation up from where you're at near the water's edge to where she is at the top of the riverbank.
Since I can run on water, could I potentially use my acrobatics to basically parkour my way up and dash all the way there? I have 80 foot walking speed by dash.
Give me an acrobatics check. No, it's a little bit of a struggle to get up with your waterlogged clothes, but you make it.
Nice. That is one key point. So I'm all the way to Hag.
I placed her as far out of the map as I could, because my map. I didn't plan for this.
You're off the map.
Gee, I didn't plan for you to yeet my hag 90 feet off the map. I should have, because I know you guys, but I didn't.
I just say, just because you're an old hag doesn't mean I'm gonna show you mercy, and I'm gonna punch her.
Okay.
Punching old ladies.
Yes. My favorite hobby.
I'm not that old
Is
for a hag.
she prone or is she standing?
She's standing. She teleported out of the water, so she's standing up.
26.
That's gonna hit.
So that's a 6, and I want her to make
Stunning strike is a con save.
Con save, yes.
That's a fail.
Nice. So she's stunned.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna attack her again with advantage. So she's stunned, I believe.
Yes. So I'm gonna put
17.
17 hits.
Cool. So she's stunned.
Mhm.
Is it not like an automatic crit if she's stunned?
No, She needs to be paralyzed for that.
Yeah.
But she can't do strength saving throws while being stunned, can she?
Nope.
You're gonna throw her back a little.
So she's stunned, and I'm pushing her with my
Yeah.
50 feet back into the water if I can.
I mean, she can't do strength save, so wee. Actually, it's more than 15. So let me see how far she. Let me place her up there. I think she doesn't land in the water. I think she actually lands.
Oh, that's funny.
She's just hanging out of a tree right now.
She lands on the edge of this. Well, no, actually, you're outside of the map. She lands in the water. So yeah, but near the cliff's edge.
But she's stunned, so she's going down.
Yeah. Yep.
Until the end of my.
Wow. She's like a tea bag, man. She's in and out the water so often.
So basically, I just uppercut her, punch her under the chin, and then I just roundhouse kicked her back into the water while still in the air.
Nice. Love that description. Get about the water. Never mind.
And that's my turn.
And for that, you get the next point of inspiration, because I love that.
Hey!
Neri!
Inspirations.
Oh, that's funny.
Neri?
How high is the ship?
From you?
Yes.
About 12 feet.
What's it with the railing?
Ish.
If I could, and then just like yank myself up.
Yep, absolutely.
So I'm on the ship.
Mhm.
And I run towards her controls. Does she have controls?
She has a steering
You mean-
wheel.
You mean the steering wheel?
Steering wheel. Yes, but she can fly up and down. So is there any special?
No,
you
you
just
just ask nicely.
Okay. I am charismatic. I'm like, Lizzie,
Yes.
forwards, and up.
As you wish. Let's see. Oh, noise. Okay, you hear a crunching sound of floorboards and her hull groaning in protest. But Lizzie managed to slowly move forwards. You're not entirely sure how. It doesn't feel like she has any medium to move in, but she manages to move forward about 5 feet. And you see the head of the giant coming up out of the water.
So she's slowly making progress with it.
She's slowly moving the giant. It's gonna be very slow going though. And the sound.
Choking him, right?
Huh? Yeah, it's choking him.
It's a noose around his neck, so yeah.
He's laughingly choking. It's fine.
Some people are into that.
Oh no.
She's swallowing and breathing water.
At least it's not
People are
drowning.
into that.
Oh no.
At least he's not drowning anymore, but he's now being basically hanged by a ship. He is being an awkward version of keelhauled.
Would he not be taking damage? Basically getting.
Not yet. Well, it's not his turn yet. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Neri?
damage does my whip do? Let me look, see what damage my whip does. It does bludgeoning, which shouldn't cause too much blood, right?
No.
So I'm kind of like on the side of the boat. I just whoosh, the giant's head as it comes out the water.
Nice. Roll an attack.
Where are you?
What's the range for? It's 10, 15?
It's
feet?
15.
Yeah.
I did it at level, the upper level.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to get out. But it doesn't increase the attack or anything, it just increases the range.
Okay.
At 5th level I can have 2 water whips, so...
Nice.
Yeah, the attack first, I guess. Yep. No, so close! Inspiration. I'm gonna burn it straight away. You suck. Inspiration never works. Why do I bother? Why? Why do I ever bother? It never works.
You
One
feel...
minute, well.
Yeah.
Wait, did I have advantage? Is he prone? Or no?
Technically, he is prone. Technically. So yeah, I'd say you have advantage. Just because you are pulling him upright doesn't mean he actually is upright. He's still under hideous laughter.
He is prone.
Yeah.
One more. Like it'll matter.
It does.
20.
Because that hits.
You're welcome.
Rubbish damage. And at 9 bludgeoning.
Not bad from 3d4. You hear a groaning sound, but no more of that toxic air seems to spill forth into the water. And you see the giant wants to first of all see if he succeeds on the laughter. He does. You see him, his eyes just suddenly become very clear, and you hear a thump thump as he stands up, one foot on top of one of the cliff ledges and the other one still in the water. He used half his movement for that. And then... let's see... Ooh, that's not good.
Stop climbing.
And... he is going to... take... one step forward. Well, actually a few steps forward. Using the last of his movement. And walk up to Lizzie.
Oh, is he no longer in the compelled duel?
No.
Where?
He took damage. From another player. From an ally.
Does
Hold on. The spell ends if you attack, if you cast a spell, or if a creature friendly to you damages the target.
I mean, I haven't damaged it, so it's not my fault.
No, but the water whip did.
Ooh.
Oh, I tried so hard to get that to him as well.
Yes. I was like, fine, okay.
Oh.
Nobody told me.
Needle a spell.
We can't each other's spells.
I don't know his spell.
And he's gonna walk up, basically lock eyes with you, Neri, because you're eye level now. And then he's going to backhand you off the ship.
Or attempt to.
Well, I think a 27 hits.
Oh.
I rolled a 16 and has plus 11 to hit.
What are you
Never
doing?
So you will take 16 bludgeoning damage and 13 necrotic.
Overall, that's 29.
Mm-hmm. And
Oh wait, no, it's not. No, it's not. What,
wait.
What was the necrotic?
13.
I'm Nick Spawns, so I have resistance to necrotic damage.
So
6,
Six.
so 22 overall.
Yeah. And let's see how he is pretty damn strong. I need you to make me a dex save.
I go flying.
Yep.
I go soaring.
You luckily it doesn't hit you hard enough to actually cause more damage as you hit the cliffside, but you are slammed into the cliffside.
Oh! Ah, I'm not even in my fifth element.
Nope. But you are on the riverbank now.
Let me do a conserve.
Oh, for water whip.
Yeah, my water whip is disappeared, and I am on looking here on the edge of the.
Yep. And the giant can't move anymore, so Siri.
Only there's nothing on the thing.
Well, it
And I
still
need-
has the rope around its
And I-
neck.
Yeah, and I need a con save because it's easier to drag something that isn't resisting up a cliff.
True.
Yeah, you could cast command on it. Do you have command?
I do not. What is it?
That's a nut one. 4, 2. Actually, no, wait, it's 7. Never mind. 7. Still fail. Ooh. That's a lot of damage. Now, what type of damage does that do?
That is
Thunder, I'm pretty sure.
thunder, I think, yeah. Thunder.
Yeah, so noise.
Yeah.
You see the giant reeling back, and from its ears, where you think the ears would be, and from its giant nose and the sides of its mouth, you see this blackish red-green ichor pouring. And you get hit again with that overwhelming smell of stagnant swamp.
And I will just. Josen is close to me, right?
Yeah.
She will just like pat him on like the shoulder, kind of the horse part of the shoulder, and be like, "You got this. Just get rid of it. Easier to drag something dead." And you get a bardic inspiration.
Nice.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so the hag is in the water again.
And she's stunned.
And she's stunned, so... anyone in chat? Please roll me a D100. Anyone can roll. This is one well-bathed hag. Yes, she is so clean. Everywhere. Yeah, cycle. Another D100, please. Okay, she's only dragged another 20 feet downstream until before she gets stuck in a log underwater. Drozan.
Okay. So the bardic inspiration that gives me a 1d6 addition to whatever I'm trying to do. Is that correct?
Is it a D6 or a D8?
It's let me double check that.
I think
Should be
it's
D8.
D8, yeah, 1d8.
Awesome.
2 saves and checks, right?
Ability checks. Yeah.
Ability
Ability
check,
checks,
attack rolls,
saves,
or
and
saving
attack
throws.
rolls.
Okay, okay. Oh yeah,
That's
it's College of Valor that gives on damage as well.
Mhm.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to cast Word of Radiance. At which, because I'm at level 5, it must. Okay, so what do I need to roll for this?
Be gone.
Okay,
demon.
it needs a con save of 15.
Con save.
Don't you need to be within 5 feet for the word of radiance?
Yeah, but isn't he right there by the ship now?
Yeah, he's right up against the railing now.
Okay, so I'll kind of step forward right up to the railing.
Yep.
And I'm gonna cast Word of Radiance.
Yep. And my shit rolls continue because that is a total of 9.
9. Cool.
9.
He has a
Nice.
+6 to con.
So that
Wow.
So that bardic inspiration, that was only just to see whether I succeed in actually getting, not actually doesn't influence the damage at all, does it?
It doesn't touch
No.
damage now.
No.
Okay. Right. In that case, can I keep my bardic inspiration?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Okay.
You keep it until you use it on an attack roll, check, or saving throw.
For the next
Awesome.
10 minutes.
The next one. Brilliant. Okay, so now it's a 2d6.
It's like, nah, fam.
Well, I was hoping because he's undead, it might also be a bonus.
Unfortunately, it does not seem to do extra damage, but the heavy, overwhelming scent of rot and death dissipates for a moment.
Okay.
And he didn't like that at all. But unfortunately, it did just as much as you expected that it would.
Okay. And then I'm going to also shout to Lizzie. Lizzie, keep pulling that way. And I'm going to point like away from the cliff.
Nice. 'Kay.
Pull like your life depends on it. Because it does.
I don't need threats, but roger that. And again, you hear that crunching of wood, and the wherever the rope was tied seems to buckle a little bit, but it seems to be easier than last time. As the giant is now almost entirely up out of the water. It seems like it was standing like with one leg on the cliffside and the other one in the water. The foot that was in the water has now cleared the water. And
Would you not
it's
also be
yeah,
being
it's
like
yeah, it's grabbing like it's not prone yet because of it's like against the cliffside, but it's trying to pull loose the noose.
All right, that's my turn.
Nice, Leo.
Sorry, move
Um,
the pieces.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm gonna cast Compel Door on it again. I do not want this thing to die in the water.
Sure thing.
I like
Wisdom
that.
save,
Yep.
please.
Wisdom save. Oof. Do you speak giant?
No.
You hear a noise, a rumbling that is just slightly like as it looks at you with a sneer and then looks back at the boat. Because I rolled a nat 20 on that save. The only one I got this session. With all my, I've rolled 3 nat ones. Yes.
Flips.
That's all I got.
Fair enough. Victor. The hag is another 20 feet downstream.
Yep. I'll let her stay down beneath that log.
Yep.
Here. Can't really dash, can
I? Your rope dart is still attached to the giant's finger, by the way.
Yeah.
It looks like a very odd type of memory cord.
Yeah. Is it hanging down?
Yeah, it would be. From where the hag was hanging earlier.
Would I be able to jump and catch it and try to climb up again?
Give me an acrobatics check. Yeah.
Almost a nat 20.
15 is what you needed, so you barely make it.
Alright. I climb up and untie the knot around his finger.
Yep.
To get my weapon back. And that's my turn.
Yep, Neri.
How hurt does he look?
The rope is the one thing keeping him up.
So he's about to die?
Yes. He was mortally wounded earlier and he's not looking great.
So I'm like, it's time for the big guns! And I take off my shoe.
Yes!
And I jump out the cliff and I get to smash him straight in the face with my shoe.
With a freaking sandal.
If you manage to kill him with the sandals,
Oh, no.
I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You know what the best part is?
Does he have 1 HP?
No. But you do get the advantage because you're flanking with Victor.
Poor Elon.
Oh. 17.
That is a hit.
I do 2 bludgeoning damage.
It looks very confused and very stunned and not entirely sure what is going on. It's still standing and the added weight is not helping its breathing situation.
Just like, can I get a second one? No, it's not a finesse. Is a sandal a finesse?
No,
weapon?
it's an improvised weapon, unfortunately. You need to practice more to have proficiency with sandal.
You know what you need to do? You need to take off both your sandals and two weapon attack.
I'm just imagining Dros and the Siri watching this and just having a facepalm session.
I'm just getting
So I'm
really good backup character ideas. Old lady running around with slippers.
So I'm like standing with 2 feet on his cheeks.
Yeah.
Whilst one of my hands is grabbing his eyebrow, and I'm just.
I'm so sorry that you said that because I need you to make a con save.
Isn't Victor on him as well?
Yes, but Victor hasn't punched him yet.
Oh, well, I did hit him with the sandal, so.
Yes, but yeah, con save DC 18.
I got an A.
Oh, this is not gonna end well. As the sandal lands against his eyebrow, you feel nauseous, like really, really nauseous. This sudden onslaught of like swamp gas hits you straight in the face, as you take 8 necrotic damage. Well, rounded down to 4.
Woo! Okay, that's good. That's not bad. It won't kill me. I'm gonna hit him again. Next round, I'm gonna kill him with a sandal.
Before someone else kills him.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Anything else? Okay, I'm gonna guess no. It's the giant's turn, so it is going to try and grab. First of all, it's going to grab the rope and try to pull that. Where is your stat box? There's your stat box. So 4. Oh. That does not succeed. Okay. That was one short. Damn it. And then, seeing as that's not working, how much damage do you take? You see the giant's eyes start rolling back into its head, and it slightly like it falls slightly limp. It's still awake, but barely. Siri.
If he had died, I would have claimed credit for that.
Can I get a wisdom saving throw?
Come on! I rolled a 1 and a 2. On disadvantage because
Vicious
he's.
mockery.
Oh, come on!
And she's just gonna lean over the railing and be like, "Oh, come on, a wet cat makes a better, like, enemy like you. I mean, seriously."
You want to know how many hit points he had left?
What?
1.
A little bit of overkill. Some emotional damage needed to be added here. I mean, we already thrown them in the water so many times.
Well, the hag is now floated almost all the way down to Data Harbor, and there's a dead giant hanging from a rope along the cliffside.
Yes.
So I lift my sandal in the air and I go, every time. Because he's convinced he's killed it.
And Sir's just gonna facepalm.
Victory!
Josan? Let this be our secret, okay? Let him think his sandal is almighty, okay?
Oh, he's gonna be unbearable. But okay.
Oh yes, but the next time he actually hits something with that sandal and doesn't die, he might learn something.
True, but that may be the end of him if he goes up against another giant with just a sandal.
Does Victor notice who actually kills the giant?
Give me a perception.
Perception is 20, but
Okay. If you roll me a perception check, because you're okay, 20 then. It's a little bit of a toss-up. All of it happens within 6 seconds. You think Siri got him with that insult, but it could also have been the sandal. Or it could have been the added weight of the two of you on top of the giant actually choking him to death.
I'm going to.
I'll just say it's my mere presence that killed him.
I'm going to give Lizzie's mask a big hug. Go, well done, Lizzie.
Uh,
Keep
Thank you.
going.
Okay.
No, well, he's not bleeding anymore, is he? Or is he still bleeding?
He's still bleeding.
Mm.
And you hear a soft scrunching, and then what almost sounds like a cart running amok on the town square as Lizzie shoots forward, because I rolled a nat 20 on that,
Oh.
and just the giant just up the cliffside.
Nice.
And Lizzie goes over here, and both Drosan and Siri, you both have to hang on to not get just thrown off.
Is Lizzie damaged anywhere from dragging?
She doesn't look like a couple of nails have flown out, but that's about it.
She's just gonna go over to the worst spot and cast mending. And be like, you did great, Lizzie. You're the MVP of this group.
I should hope so. Yes. Word. Where
Yeah,
am I?
You did the most work of everyone here.
Huh. I'm in the river, aren't I?
Yes,
Right.
but you did good. You pulled the thing up. Not sure where the old lady went. She's gonna look over the railing. But I mean, she lost her sister or whatever she was holding. It's fine.
I have no idea. I did hear some screaming downriver earlier, but I'm
It's
not
fine.
I'm not a babysitter for old women.
No, neither am I. And she will look up. They're done. It's up on the cliff, right? They don't need a rope anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just gonna untie the rope from Lizzie and be like,
Oh,
we can go back now, Lizzie. Thank you.
that was lovely. Thank you.
Just on the cliff, all you see is Neri's figure going, Sandal, Sandal, Sandal.
Yeah,
Victor's
do
just
you know what?
staring at him. Like, he gives the most bored bitch face ever. Looking at him.
Just dancing on the giant's body. Like,
Okay, the
Ah.
giant dead, and we are out of combat because,
That was some good teamwork. Well done. Well
Yeah.
done, everyone.
I hopefully killed the hag. I'm not sure. I saw her falling down river. Hopefully getting dragged down low by a log. But
Well, if you like, we can go find her. You can pull her out, and then we can throw it back in again.
wait.
I'm joking.
I'm not sure we can catch up at this rate.
Yeah, I think
I've got
she
this.
might not be too happy with me eating her into the water. And then she got out of the water, and then you eat her into the water again, and then got it out again,
And then back in.
and then it back in again. I don't think she will be happy with us, and we killed her, whatever this thing is, giant thing, that I
Yeah.
accidentally insulted to death.
I'm like, I've got this. And I run over to the hippocampi and I go, the hag is in the water down the stream and very injured. Can you deal with her?
oh, you dealt with our problem, so we got it.
Oh, and check the water life down there. I don't want anything dying.
Yeah, don't go near any of the
Roger.
bad stuff.
We got it. Uh-huh. And you see the hippocampi just happily just downstream.
And that was
Oh yeah, they're gonna
classy.
kick her ass.
As they vanish downstream.
Outrageous.
Hell, Roll Jacks.
Is the blood
Um,
still like pouring off the cliff and into the water?
So I don't know how long shape water lasts for.
What?
You used shape water to stop the bleeding of the giant.
It's frozen, so I'm assuming until it melts.
Yeah, you still have a couple of hours until it starts
Okay,
bleeding again.
I mean, we
I
can
suggest
dig around it.
I can move it. If you wrap the rope around me, I'll turn it into an ox and I'll drag it to this clear spot up here.
How big a bit of water, like frozen water, is it?
It's covering its legs where it got bitten.
I
So it's
put
massive.
around
Yeah.
both ankles.
I don't
like,
imagine it
about-
being all that thick, because you don't need a thick bit of water of ice to. But it's gonna be heavy. Not impossibly heavy, but heavy.
It's just like around its wounds. It's got almost like ice sutures and like starfish shaped ice things as he's throwing the water at it. It's frozen on impact.
Okay, I can't do anything to it anyway because I am out of those spell slots.
We should give it a burial.
So yeah, I'm going to turn into an ox and attempt to drag it via the rope.
Yep. How much
this
weight can
area.
you pull as an ox?
I think they're large, and I think they're kind of built for that.
Yeah. They can pull like you can drag a lot more weight than you can carry.
Yeah.
I can try and help him as well.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah, I'll push in the back. Yeah.
It will be slow going, but you'll make it.
Yeah, beast of burden. The oxen is considered to be a huge animal.
Mm. Yeah.
For the purpose of determining its carrying capacity. So, is this a huge giant?
Yeah, it's a huge giant, which means that you can, you and Drosan together have no problems dragging it. But you're at half speed, which you're not in combat. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, so I'll drag it to this area. So just so it's away from the water.
Yep. Lizzie is going to move here as well. She can't set down because how her keel is made, but she's not going to be above the water. These three have left to deal with the hag. As you plop the corpse of the giant down in the clearing, you see the last rays of the day set on the western horizon. Something, Victor, you notice something glittering under the waves, still on the riverbed.
On the
Because your passive perception is insane.
Underneath the waves, you said?
Yeah, underneath the waves. Judging by what just happened, you guess it's probably the hag's shears.
I jump down.
Yep. It's difficult for you to see underwater, but you know roughly where it is. The current is not nice to you, however. So
you run on the water.
Yeah.
It's an hour long. The walking on water as well, so we won't be dragged downstream, I don't think.
Yeah, basically I jump down and stand on the water.
Okay.
To locate where the object is, and then I'll just wheel myself downwards.
It's roughly here.
And I dive and grab it.
Nice. you see that the shears are plated in an odd metal. It's kind of like bronze, kind of like gold, kind of like copper.
Would I know what it is?
No, you would have to get to a blacksmith or a jeweler.
I haven't heard of anything that looks like this.
No.
Cool. Well, I bring it with me and climb
Hold
back
on.
up again.
Actually, being a child of Perforos, you do know that there are some people who like to experiment with metals, metallurgy. It sounds somewhat familiar, but not really. It might be electrum, it might be some new bronze, whatever that is called in English, metal mix.
I walk over to Siri and I throw the shears up because you're still on the ship, right?
Yeah, she hasn't left the ship at all.
Yeah, he throws them up to you and says, "Here you go, Siri. Wedding gift, I guess."
Just like the sharp object getting thrown up there, like shit. Are you trying to kill me?
Yeah, who throws scissors? Honestly, jeez.
It's not scissors, it's shears.
Whatever.
Even bigger.
Does Siri notice anything odd about it?
It doesn't look like... You've seen people use shears in the past. These shears were not made as utility tools. They look very shiny. They're a bit heavier than normal shears. And they have this odd color of maybe gold, maybe bronze, maybe copper. You being as close to Perforos as you are, as much as anyone can be, it might be some new bronze alloy. That's the one I was looking for. Or it might be electrum.
Interesting. What do you
Might
think,
be
Barley?
magical.
And she lets Barley sniff it.
Barley looks at you like, this is not food. What do you want?
Oh, right. And she will give him like some jerked meat.
Yep.
Better?
Yeah.
I think Victor's gonna start digging a grave for the giant.
Oh, God.
That's gonna take a while.
Can I put a because I'm not sure because I'm going based on Greek mythology rules and a bit of Percy Jackson. I put I have some silverware in my backpack, so I put that on the giant, and then I put I'm gonna put 200 silver coins on the giant.
So the rules in Theros is that Aetherios wants a coin for passage. Well, I think it's one. No, it's 2 coins for passage. What type it is doesn't matter. It needs to be a coin. Yeah, I think it's a coin for passage. Normally, people are buried with a mask and buried.
But I'm trying to bribe him, I guess, to take the whole body just to make it vanish. So it's I offer you I give you this offering. Please take this away so it does not pollute
Yep. Um,
ever.
What are you
And
doing?
if he
Harry?
wants an emotional item from me, I will give the Minotaur's horn that I have. But I'm basically attempting to not pray, but you get me. I'm trying to
yes. Make it go away.
give him a offering to make it go away, and I feel like 200 silver is a lot of money.
Yes, it is.
I
Victor.
might get a god's attention. Yeah.
Yeah, Victor is looking at him like a question mark, trying to figure out what he's doing.
Victor, give me a religion check. Leo and Rosen can also do it if you want.
You're just
Do I have
scared.
advantage because of my connection to Atrios? Or
Yes.
my religion is shit. It was almost a nat 20. I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Go for it.
Oh, 12.
Drosan, Victor, you haven't really heard anything about these kind of giants or what kind of rights they have, or if Aetherios would even be interested in expediting the removal of it. Drosan and Leo, with the effects this giant has had, the connection to the Fate Hag, and everything it did to the environment, the aging of the rocks and the dying of the vegetation, you are both sure this giant is bound to Erebos. And there is a good chance, Erebos, that
I am praying to both Aetherios and Erebos because I know they're both underworld deities, and I'm asking them both to take it away.
Drosan and Leo, you are both sure that if given the proper funerary rites, the giant will be taken back to the underworld.
Okay.
No extra
Victor is
finagling
doing.
needed.
And the proper rites, as you say, would be the mask.
Normally, only the mask is usually for something that humans do to prevent the deceased from coming back as a returned.
For giants, do we know what the correct procedure is?
You're not sure. Giants are very rare, but normally you would think that as long as Aetherios is paid, he will take it away. He will take the giant away.
Oh, I'm paying him. I'm paying him plus extra.
Victor is just looking at Neri and saying, "What are you doing, Neri? You don't need all that money on the body."
It's a big body. I don't know how much it costs. It's extra large. What if he needs an extra large crate or something?
There's only one fee. Only one fee needed. And I started digging, but I also make sure that there's 2 coins, one on each eye, and then I put one in the mouth underneath the tongue.
Well, why do we need to dig if he's just going to take it if we give him some coins?
I want to give him a proper burial.
Can I use my Oracle's insight to see what exactly the burial procedure should be for the giant?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So I need to roll a d10 and add the number rolled to the check. Okay, so what kind of check would you like me to do? Religion again? Or just add on to the religion roll I already rolled?
No, give me a religion check.
Okay.
Let's see.
You
Nope.
still have bardic inspiration, I believe.
Oh yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Let me add a 1d8. You said, wasn't it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. 1d8.
And then your oracle's insight on top.
There we are. 1d8. And so that is 12. And then my oracle insight is an extra a d10.
Mm.
Nice. Okay. So an extra 6. What was it? 12 plus 18. So in total. Yeah.
With
18. Do I-
with some guidance from Nylea, you get a flash of this particular giant type are normally left where they fall for nature to reclaim it, but that is in the underworld. They don't belong on the surface. They are sent to the surface of Theros, to areas. Well, they escape. They escape to areas of Theros where the belief in disaster is strong enough to manifest the disaster. And the image you get is from this type of giant wading through a forest, causing it to die. And then when it's hurt enough, falls down and then just vanish.
Okay. So when the giant itself is hurt enough, it falls down and
Yeah, you get the impression that it will fall over dead, and then in a few days it will disappear.
Okay. All right. Cool. Okay, so I'm going to. Can I recount all of that to the others, saying
Absolutely.
Nylia has spoken to me, and I have seen a vision that when this type of giant, falls dead, it will disappear from this realm, as it's not actually from this realm. It's from the underworld itself, and it will dissipate back to the underworld. I don't think digging a hole will make any difference, Victor.
Sorry,
Wow.
did I understand this right? Sorry, just out of character quickly. These things come up to do some kind of disaster, then they fall over dead.
No. So these giants are created by mortals' belief that a disaster will happen.
Right.
So when enough mortals believe that a disaster is going to happen, these giants are born from their belief. And they carry out that disaster, and they will keep going until they are killed.
Gotcha.
And so when they are killed, they will fall over dead, and normally they are left there, and they will vanish in a few days. Regular giants that tend to live in the mountains, like Cyclops and similar, have similar habits, but they're just left there for the environment to enjoy.
You called it a Doomwake giant?
Yes, it's a Doomwake giant.
It appears in the wake of Doom.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So
But
I'll add that bit that you mentioned.
Yes.
All of that bit.
Yep.
I'll explain
Okay.
to everybody that.
And
So
I'm still praying to
no, by
Evros.
all means pray.
Yeah.
But I think it should disappear in a few days. But I think this does.
I
raise
want
an
it gone
important
now!
This does raise an important question: is why the locals have been so full of trepidation or doom Something
There's
must have
always
happened.
people prophesizing of doom. You see
But-
madmen in the streets shouting to the crowd, "Doom is coming" and all that stuff. And
Oh. I wonder if it might have been the hag.
it's always possible.
Well, hopefully
Or
the
I
hag.
think she might have
No.
used it for her gains, possibly. Either way,
No,
I'm
I
still
think-
gonna dig it.
I think something else is driving it.
Being.
What?
I don't know. It just seemed to make something of this scale must involve a lot of rumors and threats and fear and all sorts to cause something like this to happen, and for a Fate Hag to be riding it with no consequence just seems a bit weird.
It's
Why I think she
think-
was using it.
it's Clovis, right? She sent this hag to despair the people, and then the people create the Doomwake Giant, and then all hell breaks loose.
But
Um,
if this is thing from Boss, then are they working together?
No. That's his domain. He will abide by people leaving it. It's the one thing he hates the most.
That's true.
Perhaps in the nearest settlement we can find more answers.
While they are talking about it, Victor is still digging.
Yeah. And
Stop
on
digging!
You're gonna be digging for like a week.
Can I roll a religion check for Erebos though, just to like for my praying?
absolutely.
Praying is probably not going to do anything, is it? Oh, they did do bad.
Yeah, you were correct when saying that the one thing that Erebos will not abide are people escaping the underworld. He has a little bit more of a aggressive and violent take on it than Aetherios does. Aetherios tend to send mortals to fetch them back, or naiads. Erebos sends hellhounds and Kerberos to get the escapees back.
I love him.
And in some instances, he will go himself.
Ooh.
And as long as he gets the soul back, he doesn't really care what happens. He is also, let me double check something. With that 17, you also know that he, of all the gods, only Krufix can match Erebos' patience. He can plot for generations to get an escaped soul back.
Okay. So he's had my prayers. I have acknowledgement.
Oh my God, he's pissed at you.
You've got some sort of acknowledgement in that you got like this coldness in in your bones for a moment, and then what can be interpreted as gratitude with a good chunk of will.
Okay. See, now he's not too bothered by Erebos. He
Yep.
doesn't think he's as much as a villain as people think he is. I think he thinks he's doing his job in the underworld.
Yeah.
And he's good at it. So, and he doesn't like shake away from it or anything. And if anything, he prayed to Erebos quite often.
Mhm.
Because in the end, that's where he's going to end up.
Yeah.
So you might as well pray to the dude that's going to end up with your soul. Because one way or another, you're going to meet him. Well, you're not going to meet him, but you're going to be in his domain, and you're best be in his good books. So Neri does often pray to the boss and offer him, a bit of silver. Well, you're just burning incense and stuff like that. The usual offerings you give gods.
Yeah. And on that note, we'll be leaving this session because we've gone over time.